In the Netherlands, a land sculpted by water and rich history, a thrilling sport leaps across canals, capturing the heart of a nation. This is Fierljeppen, the Dutch art of canal vaulting.
My name is Ruben van Eijk.
My name is Mark van der Horst and we are Fierljeppers.
Vier, I think it means far and Jeppen means jump. Makes sense? I know.
Once a practical tool for navigating marshlands, Fierljeppen has transformed into a competitive sport, testing athletes' limits through strength, precision and courage, while facing off against waterways turned arenas. With a sprint, a leap and a quick ascent up the pole, each jumper seeks the perfect trajectory to land on a distant sandbed, a daring display where each jump can make or break a champion.
Fierljeppen is a sport basically done only in the Netherlands, where people jump over the water with a pole and land as far as possible in the sand.
There are not a lot of people doing the sport right now, but I think it's important to keep the tradition going.
Each jump has its own factors which can make a jump good or bad. Do I run fast enough? Do I keep my body straight? But there are also a few external factors like the weather, the wind, the depth of the water and the height of the platform. The black thing we wrap around our feet is the inside of a tire of a bicycle. This will make sure that we don't lose grip on the pole. So when we put pressure on the pole, we can easily let our hands go and go up again.
Mark and Ruben are pushing the sport to new heights. They are rivals and friends. However, this hasn't always been the case.
Well, I got to know Ruben when I got into my first few trainings when I was like 7 years old. At first I really didn't like Ruben because Ruben was very he wasn't training at the training and I wanted to be better and he was just like throwing with sand and all things like that.
I got to know Mark at a young age, at our first training together. He was really focused on the sport and I was just, joking around. There we kind of, we kind of found each other.
He got to the big platforms a few years earlier than me, although we are the same age. So then I wasn't really a lot with him, but when I got to the bigger platforms and we got also the same trainings and the same matches, then friendship would go a lot better.
I think we push each other as friends and as jumpers to become the best part of ourselves. To get the best jump, you need to have advice from older jumpers, better jumpers than you. In that way we can help each other getting the best jump.
Today, Mark and Ruben are celebrated champions, having secured multiple national titles. But what's their secret to success?
To become a good jumper, you need a lot of physical strength and a lot of technique training. That's why we train 3 times a week, on and on, off the field.
The perfect jump doesn't exist. The closest to a perfect jump is sprinting as fast as possible, jumping as far as possible to the pole, having enough time to climb all the way to the top, and the moment you feel you're falling, you just stretch your legs and you kick them into in the air and you try to fly as far as possible in the sand.
The pole that we compete with is 30 meters and 75 centimeters long. It stands freely into the water and it's just, if you get to the top, it's the greatest feeling because you feel like you're flying and then you can just go as far as you want. It's great.
Fierljeppen competitions are divided into several categories: boys, girls, juniors, seniors and ladies. Matches are held from May to August, with the best jumpers qualifying for the national championships, which have been held in Grijpskerk Arena since the 1930s.
In a competition you have the chance to jump 3 times and the furthest distance counts. If you have the furthest distance, the best 3 jumpers from your category get to jump 2 other times in the finale. Before the competition, I'm always a bit nervous on how it's gonna go, but when it starts, I always feel excited and eager to compete and become the best, because we're all looking for that one great jump.
Over-onder voor Erwin Timmer-Arends. Springen van het jaar en regerend Nederlands kampioen. Maar we kijken eerst naar Ruben van Eijk. Wat kan hij bij de junioren? Kan hij de wedstrijd naar zijn hand zetten? Nee, dat lukt niet. Hij valt af en wisselt.
I have been Holland's champion one time at the boys category. I have been Holland's champion one time at the junior category. Last year I have been NFM champion at the junior category. And I would really like to be Dutch champion.
Dus noteren we nog 15:47. Mark van der Horst, Mark van der Horst. Nee, dit wordt de domsprong die hij inbrengt. Maar eerst Mark van der Horst. Ja, dat kan een goede sprong worden. Dat kan een goede sprong worden, maar dat wordt uiteindelijk niet. Nee, dat blijft nu nog even bij die 17 meter. Begon de tweede klaswedstrijd. Maar we kijken ook even naar Mark van der Horst. Mark van der Horst die recht moet gaan en daar ver kan springen. En dan ver kan springen. En is hij verder dan een blauwe balletje? Ja, met Mark van der Horst, dat is hij maar nooit, hè. Die kan een soort pet krijgen. 20 meter 14, 2 centimeter verder dan. En Ronald van Emmel is hij weer bezig met die 18 meter sprong. Die kunnen we lachen, hè.
I think if you choose to do Fierljeppen, you must be a little crazy. You need to like adrenaline, you need to like a little bit of fear.
I like to do this sport because there's no sport like it. It's just a full body sport and there's just an adrenaline rush to it when you get high into the pole and you get far, and it's just the competition, it's great. It's just one big family. Almost everybody knows everybody. Just fun to look at other games too.
Well, for me, it isn't, Fierljeppen isn't really, I'm trying to keeping it alive. We're just really trying to make it bigger because it deserves to be bigger. It's really a crazy sport. Yeah, the best way to promote this with things like this, people are really seeing things for the first time and they are like, wow, what is this? And just like I had when I was 6 years old, like totally obsessed with it. And that's what I want others to have also.